All right, mic check, testing 1 2. All right, so let's go here. Now I was thinking, I'm thinking I might want to, let's see, change the view on YouTube. So instead of like grid view, perhaps let's see, perhaps we try to pin on the screen. Let me see, this one. Let me see how this works. Allow, put in waiting room, remove, allow to multi-pin, allow to record local files, rename. No. So I kind of want to like make, I think if I double tap, there we go. And then I can pin this. Okay. So I think I might want to do this for now on, maybe. Right? So like perhaps on YouTube now, folks can see this screen always, and we'll see what happens when I'm doing like the screen share. But perhaps people can see this screen always. And also, I should probably make sure that I can see the meters over there on Zoom. So give me 1 second. All right, so we should be good now. Still dialing this whole thing in. So if I keep this up and I turn this down a little bit, I should hear myself lower, but the volume should be coming out the same. All right, so I guess that should be good. What else was I trying to do here? Oh, I wanted to see what this looks like on YouTube now. So I'm pinning the piano screen on the whole screen, and that should be, yeah, that's dope. All right, so I guess that should be good. Yeah, the sound I think is fire. All right, so we're good here. I guess I'll leave this here for now, just for the time being, and let's play a little bit until folks join. All right, so I'm gonna move the mic away so I can just play for like 10 minutes. I think that's a good idea, like for me to join this like 10 minutes early about like this, and be able to just warm up essentially. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Turn the mic off. And also, I want to get in the habit of like promoting this on my Instagram. I think that's like a miss if I don't do that. So let's record something right now. Let me see. Where's like the I am live thing? Is it under favorites now? Nah. Okay. Give me a sec. So let's go to studio. I guess I need to download this thumbnail again real quick, which I'm gonna do right now. It's under live. This one. And then we're going to download thumbnail. And then we're going to go to photos. And then we're going to edit this. I don't know why. For some reason, when you download the thumbnails on an iPad, they show up with like the black borders on the top and bottom. Don't know why, but that's okay. All right, so that's done. Live on Patreon, live on YouTube/Patreon teaching chords. Boom. That's what we're about to do. Nah, not favorites. So live on YouTube. Live on YouTube with the Patreon crew teaching chords and music production. Boom. Live on YouTube with the Patreon crew teaching chords and music production. Boom. Perfect. So that's it. All right. So I need to make sure like that is always on my Instagram story every Sunday night. That's important. That's a big miss if I don't do that. All right. And so now let's get back to some warm up. That is such a incredible sounding chord progression, right? So we're going from, let's see. Uh, so this is minor, right? So C sharp minor. Cold. It's just so dope. I need to find like a really. Let me see. How about something like this? Yeah, this is dope. All right, let's get some. Fire. Fire. That's so dope to me. Yeah, and then there was the other one that I was working on. Let me see. Oh yeah. Let me see. Let me try this again. right, so I was working on some music too. I was working on some dope some dope beats, some dope songs. And so I want to actually hear some of them right now as we await folks from the Patreon to join. If they join, which if they don't, it's all good. This is just so dope to me. Doom, 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 doom. And bring in the drums. Oh, you know what? Actually, while we're waiting for folks to join, I kind of want to improvise a little bit with this looper that I have up here. So let's do that. So let me see how I would go about doing this. So there's a couple different things I was doing. Like I would like play one of these beats, like the mixed version, like that. But I would try to time it and start recording at the same exact time. So let's see if we can get one. Let's see. Alright, so we got that looping. Then I would come in here and find some what do you call it? Chorus for my voice. Let's see. Bring that down a little bit and let's go over here. Alright, then just do some weird stuff with my voice. kind of want to actually sing this song. So let me. How do I go out of here? Exit, and then we can go to. Okay. Levels. Okay, so these are different pages. All right, so let me go here. Let's go up to here. I might want to actually lower this a little bit for next time so I can see it a little bit better. Still figuring out the exact proper positioning. But yeah, let's do like a little. These bitches want Nikes. Yeah, they looking for a check. Tell 'em it ain't likely. Says she need a ring like Carmelo. Must be on that white like Othello. All she want is Nikes, but the real ones. Oh, there goes Princess. Hey, Princess, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing better.
You said you. Oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Something interesting is happening here where I can only hear you through here. Give me 1 second. You can hear me, okay, right?
Yes.
All right. So let me do one thing here real quick. Turn reverb off because I have a new a new addition to my setup here. Give me 1 second. I think I know what I need to do. Looking for a check. Interesting. Oh, Mac Studio speakers. So I need to go here. Let's try that now. That's interesting that that defaulted there, but that's okay. Okay. I think I can hear you now.
Hello, hello.
Yes, loud and clear. So how you doing today?
Much better than I was the rest of the week.
Oh man, how so anything you want to talk about? How was the week? Was
Yeah,
it crazy?
my husband gave me his cooties.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're recovering or
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
went to the doctor
Mm-hmm.
and I said, well, let me go to the doctor. Just okay, and I told him he needed to go to the doctor because he was feeling bad since after Thanksgiving, that Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I was calling myself nursing him back to health. And then I said, well, I said, are we going to work on Monday? First he said, yeah. And then later on Sunday night, he says, no. I called him and told him we're not going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. I said, well, when Monday came, I said, you need to go to the doctor.
Mm,
I'm going to make an appointment for my doctor. You need to make an appointment for your doctor.
mm-hmm.
So when I went to the doctor, they tested me for COVID and everything. I didn't have that, but
Mm-hmm.
I have the influenza type A.
Okay.
I'm like, that's COVID. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like COVID. So why, well, number one, that's why I was like, why are you guys making people get these shots? Talking about, oh, COVID, this, COVID, that. Well, all it is COVID.
Mm.
And so my doctor was like, ah, you ain't been sick like this for over 20 years. I said, exactly.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that you don't get
I
sick
don't,
ever.
I don't do sick. I
Mhm,
don't do it.
mhm.
I keep all my uh bodily everything up.
Sure, sure.
I stay up on everything
Yeah, take care of
and
yourself, your vitamins, etc., right?
vitamins, all that. And
Sure.
but this, she was like, well, she said this one, she says a lot of people is getting it and it's going around heavy. So
Mm,
she was saying that this one was putting a lot of people in hospitals as well.
mm,
I'm like, but this is like COVID.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
she gave me that look. I'm like, oh, okay, so they playing.
mm.
And she
Yeah,
was like, well, I really can't say. I'm like, okay, but I understand. You ain't got to say nothing.
sure, sure, sure.
So they gave me two types of medication. One is like an antibiotic, and another one was to suppress the coughing because I guess because I caught mine pretty early.
Sure.
Um, and so I I wasn't as bad, but it was weird because after I went to the doctor and got all my medicine and everything, I couldn't get out of bed.
Mm.
I had to force myself out of the bed Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Say, okay, you know what? I need to get out of bed. I said, because my mind is going. I'm sending emotional text messages and stuff to my my siblings, telling them how much I love them. And I always tell them I love them anyway.
Yeah.
But this was like, because I was going through old pictures and
Yeah.
seeing old videos. And I'm going, oh, I remember this. And now I'm sending them messages. They go, you okay?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm
What's going
like,
on with
yeah.
Princess? You're feeling much better today?
I'm feeling much better today.
Much better. All right. Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. And appreciate you guys joining. X, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, man? I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I'm watching this Bulls game at the same time. So
Nice. Okay. No doubt.
I'm on that. I wasn't gonna come on until it was over, but I was like, I'm gonna miss the whole thing if I wait.
Word. What's the score and what and how much time is left?
It's only 3 minutes left, but it's like 97 to 105. The Bulls are losing,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
you
Look,
know.
that's why they didn't get the hey, princess.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Oh
different tone, right?
I'm
You can see how
yeah, I'm
that
locked. I'm locked in. I'm locked
You
in. You know
locked
what I'm
in
saying?
for real.
Yeah, I don't even have my keyboard plugged. Like, well, I don't have the setup plugged in because if I plug it in, you'll hear the game.
sure, sure. You're watching on your iPad.
Yeah.
Got you. Man, I watched the Jets game today. The Jets are my team, and it was such a amazing game, but just a brutal way to lose. I don't, if you get a chance, you could check the highlights for it. But they really almost beat an amazing team, and really like that could have been
Who'd
like
y'all play?
we played the Vikings, who are 9-2,
Oh, yeah,
seven and
yeah. They're
four.
nice this year.
They are, man. But we had them at the 1 yard line. All we needed to do was score a touchdown. I think we had first down at the one or second down at the one, and we couldn't three downs. We couldn't get it in. Yeah, I'm still feeling it, but it's all good. This is
I
like
feel you.
this is my zen here. Let me meet with you guys, and
I
and
feel
kind
you. I mean, we played the Packers today, and we could have won, but we lost.
of who's you're a Bears fan,
Yeah,
obviously, right?
man.
Okay, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you guys could have won, but okay, so
Yeah,
similar.
we could have won. We could have won, but I think we came out in the first half like killing them,
Yeah.
killing them, killing them. And the thing is, Justin Fields shouldn't have been playing because he tore his like shoulder, like something in his shoulder.
Oh
He shouldn't
wow.
have been playing,
Yeah.
but he came out and he was, man, bro, that boy right there.
Uh huh. Right.
Anyways,
Uh huh.
yeah, Justin Fields is the one.
Uh
He's
huh.
the one, because like the Bears never had a good quarterback, like pretty much never.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they never had a black quarterback either. So the fact that he's black and he nice,
Yeah. Is dope.
it's amazing.
See,
It's
I don't
amazing.
follow enough, so I don't even. I've heard the name,
Oh
of course, but I don't. I just kind of
yeah,
only have started following the Jets this
yeah.
year.
Don't
Just
even don't
bad.
even worry about it, bro. The Bears
Yeah.
suck, so don't even worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. I mean, not just the Bears, but just any team. I don't really follow whatever else is going on. It's just like kind of locked into just one team. But that's
Same,
cool, man. Yeah. Same
same.
thing.
I'm not really big on football.
Mm,
Like I'm just a Bears fan,
right. Same.
So
That's
I'm
exactly
more of
what
a
it is.
basketball person. Basketball, talk to me. But
Uh huh.
basketball and tennis, them my two. Anything
Okay.
else is beyond me. Don't ask.
Got you.
I don't
Got
know.
you. All right, no doubt. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna start with Princess. I'm gonna give you a little exercise that I want you to kind of just like a warm up thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a little warm up kind of thing.
Okay.
So we did this before too. Let me have you play a couple of chords for me, okay? All right.
Okay.
To the best of your ability, and I'm here if you have questions and all that good stuff, okay? So let's have you play for me a let's start with the triad. Let's do a C sharp minor. C sharp minor. And also, did you tilt your camera up? Or I
Uh-huh.
don't know if I can see your
Oh,
keyboard anymore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Perfect, perfect. And also, I'm gonna do something here too. Let me see something. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna have it this way so that the bigger on the screen. All right, so C sharp minor.
C sharp minor.
Mhm.
Oh. Um.
I'm gonna minimize you. There we go. Good. So C sharp minor, how many notes are in a C sharp minor? That's the first question. Let me ask you that.
I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I'm playing 4.
Four. So you might be playing, I think I heard the four notes too. So you might be playing C sharp minor, what, seven?
Yes.
As
This is,
opposed to just the C sharp minor. How many notes would be
oh,
in that chord?
oh, these 3.
Right. And if you want to turn a C sharp minor to a C sharp major, what do you have to do? In technical piano terms,
Drop down 1.
close. What does down mean on the piano? If you say you're going
Oh,
down.
I'm taking my thumb and bringing it to the regular C.
So we're going from, I don't know if I said it the right way or not, but we're going from C sharp minor to C sharp major is what I want you to do. So what would you do what's the technical terms to go to C sharp major?
C sharp major. Is it move my uh my thumb and my first finger?
So your thumb, your one and your
My 1
five
and my
would say the same. The third, which is your middle finger, is what needs to change. What do you have to change it to in
uh,
technical piano terms?
I would change it to a G.
So you change it from a what? What was it the first time? An E?
So it's A, E and G. Is that G flat?
This would be a G sharp.
G sharp.
It's half step up, and we're going to. In this case, we're keeping these two notes the same, but we're changing your E to a to an F, which means we're going a half
Uh,
step up, right? So
uh,
your minor and major triads are not identical, but they're the same aside from the middle note being a half step away from each other, right? So minor, major.
so I changed my second finger.
That's right. Or really your third, right? You really should be playing it 1 3 5, but you can play it 1 2 3 or 1 2. I mean, you can play it 1 2 3. I'm playing it 1 2 3 because that feels natural.
And 1, 2, 3.
And when you introduce that fourth note, which is your seven, if I were to ask you to turn this into a say C sharp major seven, right? That's the fingering for it. So why not play it this way if that's just the first three notes?
Mhm.
That definitely works. This works as well. I would say for me, if I'm playing this, even if I'm just playing it with just the three notes, I probably would always use the 1 2 3. Even though like if you're taking technical lessons, that type of thing, they probably will teach you most, if not all triads, no matter where you're starting with. I don't know this for a fact or not, but I'm just thinking like I think most of the time they're going to teach you 1 3 5, but this feels natural, feels correct. All right, so let's do another one. Let's have you do a B flat major triad. B flat major. That looks like you're playing the right notes. I still can't hear it fully, but I see one black and two white notes. I think you're playing, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep. And so that's what your D and F. So that is correct. Excellent job. Now, what if we want to turn this into a B flat major? How do you play that?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I said it properly. You just played a B flat major, but what I want you to play is a B flat minor. Did I say, I don't know if I said that or not. But I want you to play a B flat minor now.
Okay. Um,
Okay, I'm sorry. Still can't hear it fully. Can you tell me the notes that you're playing?
uh, B flat Okay, B flat, D, and F, and then I took the D and moved it to the C sharp
Good. Yep. What's another name for that note, by the way? C sharp or
or D flat.
excellent. Good. So you went there and you kept the last note the same,
Uh-huh.
which is what an F.
F.
Excellent. Good. All right, let's do one more triad. Let's do F sharp major triad.
Even though that sounds weird though.
That's it. All black notes.
Uh-huh.
F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp.
Yes.
What if we want to turn that to an F sharp major 7? How do you play F sharp major 7?
Okay, F sharp major 7.
F sharp major 7.
Is that all black keys?
So what would the last black key? What's the last black key that you're playing?
F sharp.
So there's that's what I thought you were. So you can answer that question by knowing that this chord that you're playing now with all black keys has two of the same notes in it, doesn't it? It has an F sharp to start and to end.
Right.
So if you have those two same notes, you could remove one of them. So remove the last one. It's going to keep
Right.
the same quality of the chord. It's still the same chord. So you know that when you introduce a duplicate note, it's not changing the chord at all. That's the key here, right? So if you go that this is an F sharp major, just like this is an F sharp major. They're both F sharp majors. So if you know that, then what will be your second one to try?
Okay, so I moved my second finger to the B.
So your second finger, okay. You're gonna keep your second finger the same because you have a F sharp major already. So when we introduce an F sharp major 7, what we're doing is we are adding one note to the
Oh,
triad.
we're adding to another note.
Adding an additional note. And that note is what, a half step lower than the octave?
Is it?
So the octave is F sharp. So a half step lower would be the half step to the left, which gets you to what, F natural,
F natural.
right? So that is a F sharp major, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to stay right there, and I'm gonna let X know too. X, if you can hear me, just let me know if or when you're done. I'm gonna keep rocking with Princess. Once the game is over, if you can hear me, just you could join back in, and then we'll maybe continue on with the song from last week.
I
All right.
can definitely hear you.
Okay. Excellent. Cool, man.
These dudes just suck. That's all. They just suck. They
Oh my
suck
God.
so bad.
Yeah, you know what? It's like
Piss me off.
it's like one of those days for us sports fans of our teams. Like, just it's not a good look today, you know. But I guess that's part of the whole experience, isn't it? Of being of being a fan of a team, right?
Yes, it is. It's yeah, it sucks. Like it sucks. So I had to mute myself and to go away because they make me angry.
Yeah,
When we lose to stupid teams like Sacramento, pisses me off because
I
I'm
heard,
like, why am I losing? I get the Kings are doing decent right now, but I'm
I
like,
heard
I
they
don't want
are.
to lose to the Kings. Like
You don't,
they're
yeah,
my favorite team to talk shit about,
yeah,
and we just lost to them, which makes me angry.
yeah. I feel like the Kings are considered by many like some kind of, or at least before this season, now that they're playing well, maybe not as much, but like some kind of like purgatory in the NBA. Like no player wants to like go to that team. Like maybe because of where
Yes,
it's located too,
yes,
but
yes,
and
literally,
they're the Kings, so it's like you don't. It's like you're just going all the way over there. Like no one wants to be there.
literally. But yeah, give me Give me like 2 seconds. You can continue with Princess, and I'll
Sure.
jump right back on.
Sure, no problem. All right, so Princess, what I want you to do from that point that we're at there with the F sharp major 7, I want you to play all inversions. I'll help you for the first one. Sound good?
Okay.
I'm gonna say something here. If I double tap, how do I remove all pins. Boom, boom. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna put you back up. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's cool. All right, so what you're doing is you're gonna, for the first inversion, taking the root note, sending it an octave up, and then playing the chord. So I'm gonna say it again. You're playing these notes for the regular version of the chord. When we ask for an inversion, you're taking this note, which is the first note, and moving it an octave up to here. And then playing those 4 notes with proper fingering. Read them to me in order.
A sharp, C sharp, F sharp.
And wait, I'm sorry. A sharp, C sharp, and then what'd you say after that?
F.
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 Oh, you said F and F sharp, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I might have cut out when you said one of the. Okay, good. Excellent. Right? So that's first inversion. Now I want you to do the same thing again, taking the lowest note and then an octave up.
And taking a little note.
Send it 1 octave higher. Mm-hmm. And then positioning your fingers properly to play that. Do 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 do. And just because I still can't hear fully, read me those notes.
C sharp, F, F sharp, A sharp.
Excellent. One more time.
F, F sharp, and C sharp.
F sharp. What's after F sharp?
C sharp.
Is there one note missing there? But
Oh,
I think I heard F sharp, and C sharp.
yeah.
What about the one in the middle?
Hold on. A sharp. Oh, A sharp and C sharp.
Correct. Now, great job. Now, what we want to get comfortable with is just like you would with a triad of 3 notes. We want to get comfortable pretty much with those first before we start moving maybe into being able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 note chords. So that was excellent with the major 7, F sharp major 7. Now we want to try the same thing with C major. Just because I want to increase speed with being able to jump from that type of thing. Okay, so we're gonna start with C, then we're gonna lift up, and we're gonna so we're lifting and we're changing fingers. So we're going from 1, 3, 5 to 1, 2, 4. So we're going from this 1, 3, 5, right? Then we're kind of lifting, and we're getting ready. So when we lift, there's a couple things you want to think about. We want to think about your thumb going from what to what. So your thumb is going from this, and now your thumb, which is C, and now your thumb is moving to the second note in that chord, which is E. So you're going like this, and you're kind of lifting, and your thumb is starting now here, and you know that you're changing to 1, 2, 4. Those are the 2 things that should help you determine what notes you should be on, which is this. Good. 125.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So let's go back and forth between those two. 135, 135, 125.
Oh.
I really wish I was able to hear your piano better, and I hate the fact that Zoom is making it hard for both of us.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I turn it up some. Let me see what happens.
So let me pause for a second. So because last week and this week, so have you heard mine cut out like mine has in the past today so far?
No.
Okay. So we're gonna I know we tried this last week. We're gonna try again though, just because it's just you and I here now. Um so the issue, I'm 90% sure that your issue is what was that setting on there? It was called um what was it called? I gotta double check the name of it. It's something like remove background noise, I think. Let me just see 1 second. I still have it up right there. Automatically adjust microphone volume. Is that the one? Automatically adjust microphone volume. Automatically. Okay. Yeah, so I am pretty sure that the setting automatically adjust microphone volume needs to be disabled. It needs to be unchecked. And you are just to kind of recap, you're on your what kind of
Mac.
Mac, right? Okay, so you're on a laptop. So yeah, I'm on a Mac too. I'm on a Mac Studio computer desktop. You're on a MacBook, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so let's try this again. We tried last week, but for some reason I think we didn't see that setting for whatever reason. But let's check again. Hit
Okay.
your audios on the bottom, audio or mic or mute section, on the bottom left. If you hit that little arrow, the up arrow on the bottom left,
Okay.
and then you hit audio settings,
Okay.
and then under, and let me bring this over here. Actually, yeah, let me bring it over 1 sec. Let's see if this headphone is long enough to reach.
'Cause I have it says I know it was checked right now is automatically adjust microphone volume.
Yes. Can you uncheck that?
Uncheck that.
Yes.
Okay. All
Did you?
right. Yeah.
All right. Now X out of that box
Okay.
and playing your piano.
All right. Hold on. All right.
Damn, it's doing the same thing. Um, okay, let's do one more thing because there's two things that are different on mine. So go to that same section again for me,
Okay.
and then underneath where you just clicked, where you
Mhm.
unclicked, um, it says audio. What does it say? Audio something. Audio
Audio profile.
profile. And which one is checked on yours? The first or the second?
The second one, the original sound for musicians.
That is checked, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So exit out of there.
So uncheck that.
No, you can keep that.
Okay. And
Just
then I have
oh,
there's one
underneath that. Yeah,
called Zoom optimized audio. That one's not checked.
which is above the one that you just read, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's fine. Underneath all that, do you have three check boxes checked?
No, I have echo cancellation checked and the rest of it is not checked.
Okay, so let's think about that for a sec. And you're not wearing headphones, correct?
No.
All right, so we're gonna try anyway. So check all three of those,
Okay.
just because that's how mine is currently set.
Okay.
And now play it. Don't exit out yet. Just play on the piano. Same thing. High quality. So maybe all right. So okay. So exit out. Keep everything the way it is right now.
Okay.
On the top left of your Zoom box, if you like
Mhm.
highlight there, do you see somewhere it says original sound for musicians or something?
On the Zoom box.
Yeah, like where you see me and yourself, like on the actual Zoom screen. You might have to hover your mouse on the top left,
Yeah,
right?
it says original sound for musicians off.
So, and this is where we were last week. When you click that, you're not able to turn that on, right? When you click that.
Let's see.
And
Yeah,
click
I
chords.
just clicked it on.
Okay, so now I hear you differently. Can you play on the piano now?
Okay.
Okay, much better. Much better. All right, so there's our issue.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you loud and clear now. So original sound for musicians, and for whatever reason, last week that wasn't it wasn't working for you. You weren't able to click that. I remember because you were
Yeah, I
trying and it wasn't
good thing.
working.
Yeah.
But we're good now. Excellent. All right, so this is the setting that I guess we will rock with, and we'll have to see whether or not it keeps it in effect for next week by default. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, this is much
So if
better.
not,
Okay.
then I just have to remember to turn it on.
For sure, and I'll walk you through it again as needed. That's all good. Once you do it, one or two times, I'm sure you'll remember, exactly what to do. But that's great. Okay, so I'm glad we did that. So because it's not good if I can't hear you. It's like what's I mean, we can still do it, but it's just like come on, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we need that missing piece fixed. So
I
now
can
it sounds
see
like
you
it
can
is.
see.
Yeah. ex- Exactly. Right. All right, dope. So okay, so back and forth between C root and C first inversion for me, please. Good. 1 3 5 with the first one.
Yeah.
So I think you just did
I
one
think
two.
I probably don't have my fingering right though.
Correct. So your first one, 1 3 5. Good. And then 1 2 5. I'm sorry. 1 3 5 for that one for the root.
Okay. 1 3 5.
Good. And then jump to 1 2 5. Good. So I want you to do that for until I say stop.
Okay.
Up. Fingering. 1 3 5.
Okay. 1 3 5.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Stop. Excellent. Now, what's important about this is these two fingerings, 1 3 5 and 1 2 5, are important because I think the first chord progression that I taught you guys was just two chords going from C to G. And
Mhm.
it looks and sounds like this 1 3 5, like you're doing. And then instead of jumping over here to 1 2 5, which is the same C chord, we're actually going from here to here, which is the same fingering 1 2 5, but it's changing the chord from C to G. Now, based on which by the way, I'm playing B, D, and G. So based on your understanding of G major, right? G major chord, which is what we were just playing. Explain to me why is this a G major chord? Why is that
Because
G?
because we're still playing the G is we haven't moved we just only use we only move two fingerings and the G is still here.
So your G is so I like the fact that your G is still here, and we did move the two fingers. Good. But isn't G major this? If I asked you to play a G major, try it. Isn't it this? G, B, D.
Yeah.
So I'm playing this. This is
But
B, D, G.
I
Different
guess
order.
that would be in the okay, I'm trying to think what you called it.
Uh huh.
The in
Yeah.
in
And
okay, forgive me.
it's
My
okay.
brain is foggy. In uh, Inversion.
That's an inversion. Exactly. That is an inversion of G major, right? That's what we're playing right there. And we know that that allows us to jump from one chord to the next, as we've been doing for several weeks now. It allows us to do it quicker, right? We can do this faster than we can do, and we might mess up if we're doing that, right? That's the whole premise of this
Yeah.
class. Good. Now I'm gonna. So I want you to practice that. I want you to practice. When I say that, I mean the C to the C first inversion, right? Major to C major first inversion.
And I still have to use my so when switching chords like this, do I still have to use my 1, 3, and 5?
When we're going from C to G,
Uh-huh.
there you want to use 1 3 5 to 1 2 4.
1, 3, 5, 2, 1,
2 2.
1.
Yeah. I'm sorry. 1 2 5. 1 3 5 to 1 2 5. Sorry, because your paper is already there. And also, I'm trying to think when you were when we were doing C to first inversion. I don't let me know if I was or was not. Was I saying 1 3 5 to 1 2 5, or was I saying
Yeah.
1 2 4? I was saying 1 2 5.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. So I must have just now when I said 1 2 4, that was just a one off for whatever reason that inadvertently said that. But yes, 1 3 5 to 1 2 5, and that 1 2 5, because that 5 is staying right where it's at.
Right.
Right. Let's do this other chord here. I was one of the first songs that I was working on when I started taking piano lessons. Actually, the first song that I was working on, and I'm actually going to spend tomorrow some part of tomorrow sort of revisiting it because I haven't played it in a while. But it's White Christmas jazz version of that song, and it has a lot of cool jazzy chords, and the beginning at least sounds a little bit like this from what I remember. So it's like wait, oh yeah, it goes like that. Yeah, so it's basically that. So I want to work on these three chords, and I want to talk about what they are. That is a interesting chord progression because you're not, as you can see, we're not moving that much. We're going in here, which is, and we're going to talk about what all these three chords are too, by the way. But we're doing G, B, C, E. Good. Now, before we even move to the next chord, how do we figure out what chord this is? Do you know what chord that is? You do know it, by the way, because we learned it. But are you able to identify it just from looking at that?
This is a G. Okay.
So you would think G, Y, because the G is the first note there,
Uh-huh.
right? So just because a note is the first note in a chord doesn't automatically mean that that is the the root of the chord, right? And we know that because check this out. When we just went like this, and if I ask you what chord this is, you're not going to say this is an E, are you? Even though E is the first note, because we just determined what
We're doing it in.
we're doing an inversion. So how would we what would be a sign to tell us that a chord that we're playing might be in an inverted form? What would be a sign to maybe suggest that?
Um, I would think probably. I'm just guessing, but the two notes that we're playing together.
Exactly. The two notes that we're playing together that are exactly a half step from each other, we know that the half step away from each other is a special thing that happens when we are talking about major sevens, when we're talking about major sevens, right? So essentially, a major seven is when we go from root to an octave and we go down a half step. But if instead of going up an octave and then down a half step, what if we just said root and then down a half step? This to this. A major seven is always going to have two notes that are a half step away from each other, right? And whether the half step away from each other looks like this, where they're actually look like they're far away from each other, but in reality, it's like a circle essentially, right? It's like they're actually not that far from each other. They're actually right next to each other, but they're because it's a cycle. It just goes here and then it goes right back to C, right? So whether the notes that are next to each other don't necessarily look it or do look it, right? Because of the inversion, it's going to kind of tell us what we're kind of looking at. So excellent job there. X, we're working on something a little bit different now. I was explaining to Princess that the very first song that I worked on when I started taking lessons, in-person lessons, like maybe I guess 3 or 4 years ago. My instructor asked, it was right around maybe a few months before this time of year, leading into the holiday season, and I thought it would be nice to learn a Christmas song. So she found a white Christmas song, but a jazz version of it. It had a lot of jazz seven chords in it before I even knew what a seven chord, was. And so I'm going to be working on that song a little bit. But I figured just
Oh
for
no, duh, dummy. Sorry,
exactly.
not you, me.
Oh,
Me.
oh, I was just going
I
along.
was sit. No. I was sitting here wondering why I couldn't hear any sound from my keyboard and I didn't have it plugged up to my iPad. And I'm sitting here like hitting the keys. I'm like, why don't I hear that?
So you were thinking if you would like hit the keys like a little bit harder, it might like possibly produce the sound. Also, let me pause for a second. We had a major breakthrough. Princess, do you want to share with X what we discovered while he was
Yes.
Why does that sound low though?
Okay. Hold on. Let me turn it up.
No, he's talking. He's
No,
talking.
I was talking about me. I was talking about me.
Okay.
But X, check this out. Well, also, yeah, I want to make sure we're on the same page too with the breakthrough. Princess, the breakthrough, not necessarily what we learned, which you did learn some awesome stuff, but more so
Yeah,
the fact
but I'm
that.
just playing some chords so he can hear.
But we figured out why we weren't able to hear
Yeah.
you. That's the major breakthrough. We fixed it. We fixed the issue, X. Now we can hear Princess in high fidelity. So
It was
do you remember? I'm gonna
the
test you.
original sound for musicians was off.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, she had to turn that on, make a couple check boxes, and now we're in amazing shape. So I'm very excited about this because it was very
Nice.
Now.
It's crazy because you sound great and I feel like I sound hecka low.
Yeah, you do sound low.
Your piano is a little lower than usual.
Right? What the hell?
Your mic is good though.
I know the mic is hot. The mic is hot.
Mic is bro, that mic.
The
that
mic
right
sounds nice. Check.
Wait, so Princess, have you worked on some more music this week, even though we're not meeting in Henny's thing after this?
I didn't get the chance to. I wasn't feeling well after the meeting last week. I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
So I'll probably try to do something today after we get off.
Gotcha.
Because I haven't done anything. A friend of mine, he was trying to get me to remake this 50 Cent song called something off your head or something.
I whip your head, boy.
Whip your head, boy, yeah. And I'm like going,
I whip your head, boy. I like that.
yeah, but
I will.
And I had never heard it before.
Okay.
And so I played it and I go, well, it only sounds like it's only three things playing.
Yeah. 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 And then the drums. Right?
Yeah, so I'm like, and then he wanted me to add, little jingle bells to the something. And I'm like, And so I was like, I said, I can't do that.
Can't meaning are not able or don't want to?
Well, no, it's just I couldn't figure out the exact way to play it.
That's a great thing.
Even though it was simple, but I was like, it didn't sound the same, and I'm like, He was
Well,
like, "Oh, I wanted to sound just like it." I'm like, "Okay." So then what I did was I went into that one app that you can take away the voices out of it.
okay, the koala.
Koala.
Not Koala. I have Koala, but I didn't use Koala.
Okay,
I used something
Is
else
my
called.
piano still the same?
play it. I mean, what do you think, Princess? Is it? We
It
can
got
hear
a
it.
little bit louder, yeah.
Did it? Okay, yeah. Maybe a little bit louder.
Let's
And
see.
so I did that, and then I changed the key of it. I changed the key, and then I slowed it down,
Hmm.
and then I sent it through YouTube. And I was like, nope. I said, and I told him, I said, look, I said, no matter what I do to this song, it's still gonna get copyright.
What? Yeah, that whole thing is kind of weird, right? If you're gonna make like a video and like and recreate a popular song, like I've done something like that before, like Lauryn Hill, and I've done a lot of different ones on the Phantom here, just exploring the different sounds, try to find the sounds similar to a song and just try to recreate it. It's weird because it's like it's almost it's an educational thing for at least what I'm doing. It's like educational. I'm like talking about what I'm doing, my thought process, blah blah blah, and then it gets flagged, even though it's there's ways around it, like on YouTube. Apparently, excuse me. Apparently, there's this thing, a way for you to dispute it, like this fair use thing, where you can say that it's education related, and then it gives like the people like 30 days to either respond, and if they don't respond, then you can actually monetize it. But that whole space is kind of weird for me a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of strange. But that song is dope, and it is. I'm curious to know though, like from your end, like you know the song because you just did it exactly like when you just mouthed it just now. So like,
Yeah, I know it now, but I didn't know when he was talking about it until I said, "You got to me. I don't know what you're talking about." And
yeah,
so then I listened to it, and that was the first time I ever heard it. And then I tried changing it, and because he only wants a minute of it to
those are
to
the notes,
advertise. Oh, really?
right? This is it's like G and then B flat G
Yeah.
and then the whatever drum. That's basic. And then you could I'll whip your so let's figure out the melody. I'll whip your head, boy.
Mm,
Yeah, those are the drums right
Oh,
there.
oh
mm.
snap! Hold on.
But I don't know how
Is
to do the
that what?
melody for that
Yeah,
part. But
because because the words of it, he don't want the words. He just wanted to
yeah,
use the melody of it,
just the
that
actual beat.
that hard part, because he said everybody like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
And
probably
so
why.
I was like, I don't know. I said it keeps getting copyright, and I'm like, and what I'm trying to create doesn't sound nothing like what you want, because he wants to do it for his, because he has a food truck, and
Oh, dope. Okay.
he wants to, I guess, like rap to that 1 minute, telling people about his ribs, because I cooked them ribs, boy. Something he was saying, he was gonna be saying.
I cooked them ribs, boy. You
Yeah,
know that I will. I
yeah,
cook. Oh
exactly.
wait, on
That
the
was
back of the grill. Is that what he's doing? Something like
That's
that.
right.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, so
we're talking
Oh
about
yeah.
this,
so
right?
Oh, so I was
yeah,
off
that's
then.
it. Yeah.
It's actually done. Oh yeah, that's it. That's a dope song.
That's why he kept saying that this is a hot song, and I want this song. I want to do this for my food truck, and I know you can do it. And I'm like,
Oh, that's an L beat for that though.
Yeah,
That's
that
an L
is
beat right
mad
there.
cool. If he writes some lyric, he's gonna like
yeah, he's
think
gonna
about all
write
the
lyrics
lyrics.
to that part, 1 minute.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I love that.
But I,
that's a
but every
hard
time, when
hard
I
one.
tried to change it, I took the vocals out and changed it, and then when I tried to play something, and he was like, "That ain't it. It gotta sound like that." And then I was like, so when I changed the key and slowed it
What
down.
what what are the notes of it? Is it C to D sharp?
It's
Or
actually different than what I said before. So it's F sharp to A.
that's what
I
it
was
is?
playing, yeah, right, and then that's what it is right
I
there.
whip your head, boy. You know I will. I whip your head, boy. Move back to the steel. I'll whoop your head, boy. Your cat can get peeled. I'll whoop your head, boy. Your ass can get killed. I'll whoop your head, boy.
All right, so you
Yes,
guys
yes.
have a homework assignment. So what I want you guys to do is watch these chords that I'm going to play, and you have to figure out what they are and tell me next week. All right. So it's the 3 chords to the beginning of the Christmas jazz song that I was just referencing, and I'm going to play them and tell you the notes, and I'll put it in the Patreon as a post. So
And
first
what,
chord
and
is
what were we
this.
supposed to do with it?
I just want you guys to tell me these 3 chords. I'm going to like write the notes for them. But I'm gonna show you them. But I just want you guys to like tell me the chords and which inversion, if there is one,
Okay.
of each of them. Right. So you don't have to write it down, but I'm just gonna play them now since you'll check the Patreon after. So it's from the left hand is just staying the same, but essentially here to here to here. And so here's another example of like we discovered some progressions that are like easy because there's not a lot of movement. As you can see, that's one of these ones where it's kind of all the notes are kind of right in that same area, and it sounds cool. And we might do that on the second one, but the first one is just those 3. I wonder what the last. Yeah, let me see. It's oh yeah, there it is. So when you're playing it, it's like. Yeah, so yes, just those first 3 though. We're gonna
That
work.
chord sounds so wrong without the bass note.
This one here. So that's
Because it got some like I want to say diminished, but it has some like play it again.
No. So I played the wrong bass note. It's supposed to go up to. It's supposed to go up to there. So it's supposed to be like, I think. It's supposed to go like that. I think from what I remember. I'm gonna be working on this all week because I want to like relearn this. It's like very nostalgic for me. It's like the first song that I'm. But yeah, so those 3, just those 3 chords. All right, I gotta bounce. But I'll put it in the Patreon. Appreciate you guys joining. And oh, by the way, also I'm going on vacation next Saturday, and I'll be gone, so I won't be here for next Sunday's lesson. I am thinking about rescheduling that one for Friday, the day after we get back. I'll put the information in the Patreon and stuff, and do like a poll to see if everyone's available. And if not,
I know I won't be available.
won't be.
I'll be on the road, so.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're not going to do it then. We're just going to skip it. Perfect. Thank you. We're going to do that, and I'll see you guys the following Sunday. And feel free to reach out to me throughout the week if you guys have questions or anything like that. And I look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks. All right?
Cool.
All right.
All right. Y'all take care.